Hello everybody, it's me, and this is my channel. Today we have a super special video for you. This is the story of a Bichon Frise that found its way home after 13 years. Can you imagine? 13 years is a long time to be lost and to be away from your family. So let's go ahead and dive right into this amazing reunion. This is a Bichon Frise that was lost for 13 years. He's already 16 now. Can you imagine being lost for 13 years? That is such a long time. The dog's name is Kevin, and he got lost when he was only 3 years old. And his owner, Samantha, has never given up hope of finding him. Every day she would walk around the neighborhood calling his name, hoping that he would come bounding back to her. But it was undone until one day when she saw a very familiar-looking dog in a pet store window that she got a glimmer of hope that maybe, just maybe, Kevin was still out there somewhere. She had seen this dog in the pet store window several times before, but she had never stopped to take a closer look. But something about the way the dog was standing and the way he looked just seemed to tug at her heartstrings. So she decided to go inside and see if she could find out where the dog came from, and if it was possible, try to get him back outside so she could ask some questions. When she got closer to the dog, she noticed that he had a blue collar on, and when she looked up his collar, she saw that it had the same tags as Kevin's collar. She couldn't believe her eyes. Could this really be Kevin after all these years? She asked the pet store owner if he knew where the dog came from, and he said that it was a stray that had just shown up a few days ago. He had no chip and no tags, so they had no way of knowing who he belonged to. She immediately went over to the dog and started talking to him in a soothing voice. She didn't want to scare him away, so she took it slow and she gave him some treats. And then finally, she was able to get close enough to pet him, and as soon as she did, she knew that this was Kevin. His fur was matted and dirty, and he was very skinny, but she could tell that he was a Bichon Frise, and that's all that mattered. She took him home, and she introduced him to her family. They were all overjoyed to have Kevin back. Even though he was a little bit smelly and a little bit dirty, they gave him lots of love and affection, and they also took him to the vet to get checked out. The vet was able to confirm that Kevin was microchipped, and they were able to get in touch with his original owner. It turned out that Kevin had been stolen 13 years ago. The person who stole him had taken him to several different homes, and none of them were able to keep him, so eventually he ended up on the streets. But luckily, he was able to find his way to the pet store, where Samantha saw him and brought him home. As you can imagine, Samantha was very angry when she found out how Kevin had been treated, but she was just so happy to have him back that she didn't want to waste any more time on the negative stuff. She knew that the most important thing was that Kevin was safe and sound now, and that's all that mattered. Kevin is now living the life of luxury. He gets to go on walks whenever he wants, and he gets to eat whatever he wants. He's also getting lots of love and attention from his family, and that's what he deserves after being lost for so long. We're so happy that Kevin was able to find his way home after 13 years. It is a true testament to the power of hope and the bond between a dog and their owner. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to share it with your friends and family. We would really appreciate it. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.